Happy Thursday. So, today I am here to talk about should you fire clients who aren't meeting their commitments? Now, before I get into that, my name is Chanel Rube. If you haven't met me, my name is Chanel Rube, and I am a client success strategist for coaches, and I help coaches to get client success without burning themselves out from overworking or over delivering. No, I hopped on today. I just finished having a lovely chat with my sister, and I hopped on today to actually talk about this controversial conversation around should coaches fire clients. Now, I want to talk about this because I am somebody who believes that if clients aren't meeting commitments, they should be fired, right? And every time I've had this conversation with a coach, especially a heart-centered coach, I can literally, it's just like you can see the demeanor change, right? Like literally they have like a butt clench moment, right? And the common questions and the common conversations that normally come up around this thing about firing clients is, hey, if we fire the client, are we expecting them to still pay? Or, hey, I really want to help as many people as possible, right? And so you'll end up really putting in the effort, even with a client who isn't meeting their commitment, or because you really want to help as many clients as possible. The other thing that you'll end up doing is either being behind them, PP trying to follow PP Jamaican term, yeah, but trying to be behind them, trying to get them to do that work, or while you're complaining to your friend, you're complaining to your family, you're complaining to your husband, you're complaining to your wife that, hey, here's this client who isn't doing what they need to be doing, right? And you're doing all the stuff with a client who has basically, by their actions, shown that they won't be taking a move, right? Now, I don't believe, there's two things I don't believe, right? Whilst I believe in firing clients, I don't believe in, one, not giving people a chance. That's one. And two, I believe that if you do realize that somebody isn't a good fit for you, it is more harmful to keep them around than to let them go. It's harmful for you and it's harmful for them because, and in the same breath, while the client has invested money, you have also invested something into the relationship or the partnership, right? And the thing that you have invested is your time and your energy and your knowledge and your money, etc. Right? And so if a client has come into an agreement with you to say that, hey, I am going to pay you to help me to get from point A to point B, and you bring into that agreement says, I'm going to share my knowledge, I'm going to share my time and my energy to help you to get from point A to point B, you guys are in an agreement, right? And for me, I believe that if one party isn't keeping up their end of the bargain or their end of the agreement, hey, it's okay for the other party to say that, hey, this isn't working out, right? And it's almost like, for example, if you have a job and the agreement is that you're going to work and they'll pay you, right? And in having a job, if you aren't performing on that job, the first thing that they're going to do is put you on probation, right? They might talk to you a couple times, say, hey, notice you aren't doing that, whatever you need to be doing. But if you continue not to do what you're supposed to be doing, they put you on probation. And if you're on probation and you're still not doing what you're supposed to be doing, they're eventually going to do what? They're going to fire you. And it's the same similar principle for me when it comes down to firing clients, right? You're in a partnership with a client to get some work done. You have put in place, for me, I think there are like three major things that you need to have in place to be able to do this seamlessly, right? Is one, you admitted the client into your program, you would have screened them, and if you didn't screen them, that's a whole different conversation because then you're letting in bad fit clients into your program, right? But after having enrolled that client, you set expectations with your onboarding and your enrollment process to say that, hey, here's what you're committing to, here's what I'll be doing, here's what you'll be doing, right? And you get pretty clear on that if you have a clear process in place as to how you're going to get your client from point A to point B. And then the third thing is that you're supposed to be actually monitoring the client's progress, right? And the thing is, a part of monitoring the client's progress lets you know when that client is falling behind. And so you're able to have those conversations. Remember, we're talking about the job situation. You're able to have those conversations around accountability to bring the client back. And if the client still doesn't do what they need to do, you can put them on probation, your version of probation in your program. And if the client isn't doing what they're supposed to do, even though they're on probation, then it becomes a conversation around, hey, this isn't working out. Maybe it's time for adios and goodbye, right? And I know one of the reasons that a lot of coaches and a lot of entrepreneurs get really hey about firing clients is because then this conversation around money and should I expect payment or not comes up. And for me, that's a contractual situation. It's about how you even handle it, even in your contract, because a lot of contracts will actually say, and I've seen this so many times, a lot of contracts don't even have any terms around how to deal with a situation where the client isn't doing what they need to do or you aren't doing what they need to do. But in common situations, the contractual terms will normally cover stuff like that, right? To say that if you aren't meeting your commitments, here's how we'll deal with the monetary situation, right? And so for me, from where I'm sitting, the reason why you shouldn't be shying away from firing your client shouldn't be because, hey, it becomes will I get paid or not? You should have already up front have that in place in your contracts to how you'll deal with that situation, right? And it shouldn't be because, hey, you want to help somebody that you're willing to over deliver and overwork and almost kill yourself out, sacrifice your health, sacrifice your time, your self-care, sacrifice your time with your family, and sacrifice even other things and bigger dreams and visions that you have because you're trying to invest so much to get that client to where they need to get to when the client is obviously resistant, right? It's about having that process or that framework in place within your coaching program to ensure that you're monitoring, you're letting in the right people, your process to results is pretty clear, and that you're monitoring that client's progress to results to know whenever you need, not when they think they need accountability, but you know exactly when they need accountability and you're able to trigger that, right? And now, even in that 3 things, that's exactly what I help coaches to do, to create that client success, that program delivery framework, so that they're able to get client success without burnout. I'm actually going to be dropping a few resources at the very top of this post, right? There's a free resource that will actually help you to better screen your clients before they actually become clients, right? So that you're not letting in bad fit clients into your program, 1. And then there's a second resource to check this client next. Client progress tracker for coaches that helps coaches to keep their clients on track in 10 minutes. It's actually less, but it's 10 minutes, right? And that is designed to help you to know when your clients need help and the type of help that you need to give them, whether it's accountability, whether they actually need your guidance, etc., right? And then, of course, if you would actually like to refine your program delivery framework so that you're able to get client success without burning out from over delivering or overworking, feel free to give me a holler, right? Let me know in the comments below, guys, what are your feelings around firing clients, and did this video help? Right? Did it make you feel any less butt clenchy? I don't know what that phrase has been in my head all day since last week, but clenchy about firing your clients. And are you somebody who believes in firing clients if you're not doing the work and if they're not showing up and so forth? Well, that is it from me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.